You know that position, curled forward, shoulders hunched, spine shaped like a question mark, staring at a screen like it personally owes you money. It feels comfortable, safe, natural even. Your body disagrees and is quietly filing a lawsuit. Humans were not designed to sit for 8 hours straight like decorative furniture. Your spine is supposed to move, twist, stretch, and occasionally panic while climbing a tree for no reason. Instead, you fold yourself into a chair and compress your lower back like a soda can. The muscles in your hips shorten, your glutes go on permanent vacation, your core forgets it has a job, and your neck slowly migrates forward like it's trying to escape your body. Here's the fun psychological twist. Sitting feels restful, so your brain rewards you for it. Dopamine says, good job not moving. Meanwhile, your circulation slows, your metabolism drops, and your joints stiffen like old drawer hinges. It's not dramatic pain at first, it's just a little stiffness, then a little soreness. Then one day you stand up and make a sound usually reserved for haunted houses. The wild part is your body adapts to this. It learns shrimp posture. Muscles that should support you turn lazy, and muscles that shouldn't be doing the work start overcompensating. Basically, your body reorganizes itself around bad decisions. So yes, sitting won't kill you today, but it is slowly turning your skeleton into a folding chair with opinions. Right now, unless you're asleep or actively meditating on a mountain, there's a solid chance you're breathing wrong. Short, shallow breaths, chest rising, shoulders lifting, like you're constantly preparing for bad news that never arrives. This is called chest breathing, and your body interprets it as low-level panic. Your nervous system goes, ah yes, danger, and releases stress hormones just in case. Cortisol shows up, your heart rate bumps up, muscles tighten, you are now biologically anxious while answering emails. Deep breathing is supposed to come from the diaphragm, that big muscle under your lungs, but modern life trains you to breathe like you're trying not to be noticed. Tight pants don't help, stress doesn't help. Neither does the fact that your brain is always 3 thoughts away from catastrophe. Over time, this constant shallow breathing keeps your body stuck in fight or flight mode. Digestion slows, sleep quality drops, your immune system gets cranky. You're tired but wired, calm but not really. The best part? Your body thinks this is normal now. It's like living next to a fire alarm that never turns off. Eventually, you stop noticing the noise, but the damage keeps happening. Basically, you're stressing yourself out with air. Your lungs are fine. Your habits are the problem. It's midnight. You're tired. You tell yourself you'll check one thing. Just one. Suddenly it's 1:37 a.m. Your eyes are dry, your brain is buzzing, and you know way too much about strangers arguing online. Doomscrolling feels harmless because you're technically resting. You're horizontal. You're quiet. You're not moving. But neurologically, your brain is doing parkour. Every swipe delivers novelty, outrage, validation, or mild confusion. Dopamine drips in tiny addictive bursts. Your brain goes, more, just in case the next one matters. Here's the problem, your brain can't tell the difference between real danger and internet danger. So when you read bad news, hot takes, or existential nonsense, your stress response kicks in. Cortisol rises. Melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep, gets shoved into a locker. Blue light makes it worse. Screens tell your brain it's daytime, so now you're lying in the dark while your biology thinks it's noon and something terrible is happening somewhere. Over time, this wrecks your sleep cycles. You fall asleep later, sleep lighter, and wake up tired even after 8 hours. Poor sleep messes with memory, metabolism, immune function, and mood. You become foggy, irritable, and weirdly hungry for no reason. So yes, scrolling feels relaxing, but your brain thinks it's standing in a crowd yelling, "Stay alert." Basically, you're sabotaging your body with your thumbs. You don't forget to breathe, you don't forget to blink. But somehow, drinking water feels negotiable. Your body sends a signal, you ignore it. I'll drink later. Later never comes. Mild dehydration doesn't feel dramatic. You're not collapsing in the desert. You're just a little tired, a little headachy, a little foggy, which is why it's dangerous. It flies under the radar. Your blood gets slightly thicker. Your heart works harder. Your kidneys quietly sigh. Your brain is especially sensitive to hydration. Even a small drop can affect concentration, mood, and reaction time. You feel sluggish, but instead of drinking water, you assume you're lazy or bored, so you grab caffeine. Caffeine dehydrates you more. Excellent strategy. Psychologically, thirst is easy to confuse with hunger or fatigue. Your body whispers, and modern life is loud. Over time, chronic low-level dehydration stresses your joints, skin, digestion, and cardiovascular system. Nothing explodes, everything just underperforms. Basically, your body is a houseplant and you're shocked it looks bad when you never water it. You're eating lunch, but mentally you're somewhere else, watching a video, reading something, arguing with a comment section. The food is technically entering your body, but your brain barely notices. This confuses your digestion more than you'd think. When you see, smell, and focus on food, your brain prepares your stomach. Enzymes get released, hormones line up. It's like a dinner bell for your organs. But when you're distracted, that signal is weak. Your stomach gets the food with no heads up and just does its best. The result? You're more likely to overeat because your brain doesn't register fullness properly. It takes longer to feel satisfied, so you keep going. Later, you're uncomfortably full, but somehow still unsatisfied, which is a deeply unfair experience. Long term, this messes with appetite regulation. Ghrelin and leptin, the hormones that control hunger and fullness, get out of sync. Digestion slows, bloating happens, blood sugar spikes harder. You're eating enough, but your body feels like it's constantly catching up. Psychologically, distracted eating also removes pleasure. You don't actually enjoy the meal, so your brain doesn't log it as rewarding, which means later you crave more food because the first round didn't count. Basically, you fed your body, but ghosted the experience. At some point, you learn to hold stress in your face, jaw tight, teeth pressed, tongue glued to the roof of your mouth like it's bracing for impact. You're not angry, you're just clenched. This is a classic stress response. When your brain senses tension, it tells your muscles to prepare. The jaw is a favorite target because it's strong, close to the brain, and always available. So you clench during work, traffic, sleep, concentration, and basically any moment that involves existing. Over time, this causes headaches, neck pain, ear issues, and worn down teeth. Your facial muscles get overdeveloped. Your temporomandibular joint gets irritated. That's the hinge in your jaw, and it does not appreciate being treated like a stress ball. The wild part is how invisible this habit is. You don't notice it until something hurts, and by then, your body has learned that tension equals normal. Your nervous system thinks it's helping. Stay ready, it says. Ready for what? No one knows. Basically, your face is working overtime because your brain refuses to chill. You're not freaking out. You're not panicking. You're just constantly on edge. There's always something pending. An email, a bill, a vague sense that you're forgetting something important. Congratulations, you're living in low-grade stress mode. This is the sneakiest one because nothing feels wrong enough to fix. Your body is just slightly tense all the time. Shoulders raised, stomach tight, mind racing quietly in the background like a computer fan that never shuts off. Biologically, this keeps your stress hormones elevated. Cortisol was designed for short bursts. Run from the tiger, survive, relax. But modern life replaced the tiger with notifications, so cortisol sticks around, blood pressure creeps up, inflammation increases, your immune system gets confused and tired. Psychologically, chronic stress rewires your brain. You become more reactive, less patient, and weirdly exhausted even when you haven't done much. Rest stops feeling restorative because your nervous system doesn't know how to power down anymore. The worst part? You normalize it. Calm starts to feel boring, peace feels suspicious. Your body learns that tension is baseline. Basically, your nervous system is stuck in loading mode and never finishes booting. Somehow, not sleeping became a personality trait. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Cool. Your body would prefer you not test that theory. Sleep is when your brain does maintenance. Memories get organized. Toxins get flushed. Hormones reset. Muscles repair. Skip sleep, and none of that finishes. It's like turning off a computer mid-update and acting surprised when it's glitchy. Short sleep increases hunger hormones, lowers impulse control, and messes with blood sugar. You crave junk, you feel foggy, your reaction time drops. Emotionally, everything feels heavier, small problems feel personal, minor inconveniences feel like attacks. Long-term sleep deprivation raises the risk of heart disease, weight gain, depression, and cognitive decline. But again, it's gradual. You don't notice one bad night, you notice the accumulation. Your brain will adapt, but not in a good way. It starts cutting corners. Focus suffers. Memory slips. You become functional, not optimal. Basically, you're borrowing energy from your future self with interest. At no point in the day do you truly power down. Even when you're resting, your body is half braced, legs tight, core engaged, shoulders hovering near your ears like they're trying to eavesdrop. This is subtle chronic muscle tension, and it usually comes from stress, posture, or just being very bad at relaxing. Your brain keeps a background signal running, stay ready, so your muscles obey. The problem is, muscles aren't meant to be tense all day. Constant contraction reduces blood flow, limits oxygen, and builds up metabolic waste. That's why you feel sore without exercising, tight without moving, old for no reason. Neurologically, tense muscles send feedback to the brain that something is wrong, so your brain stays alert, which keeps the muscles tense. It's a feedback loop where everyone is trying to help and no one is succeeding. Over time, this contributes to chronic pain, fatigue, and poor movement patterns. Your body forgets what relaxed feels like. Letting go becomes uncomfortable because tension is familiar. Basically, your body is stuck clenching a fist it forgot how to open. This is the big one, the habit that ties all the others together. You feel discomfort, and instead of addressing it, you adapt. It's fine. That's normal. Everyone feels like this, right? Pain starts as information, a signal. Your body saying, hey, something needs attention. But when you ignore it long enough, your brain learns to mute the signal. Not fix the problem, just turn down the volume. This leads to compensation. Other muscles take over. Posture shifts, movement patterns change. The original issue stays, but now it has friends. Pain spreads, weird aches appear. You're managing symptoms instead of causes. Psychologically, ignoring pain disconnects you from your body. You stop trusting signals. You live in your head while your body quietly struggles to keep up. Nothing catastrophic happens, just slow wear and tear, a system running inefficiently for years. Basically, your body keeps asking for help, and you keep leaving it on red. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.